All right. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Non-Farm Payrolls Thursday. Trade Non-Farm Payrolls Live. Let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Oops. Put my glasses down and hey. All right, so what just happened there? Where hell's bells? Sorry guys, not once again, I can't even tell if I'm streaming. Computer turned off, the external monitor turned off. Oh my God. Maybe it's a new Microsoft feature. Hang on, I totally don't have my external monitor. It was working just fine and it just turned itself off. But as I was talking, I have internet. I have battery, but for some reason the site doesn't load anymore either. External monitor doesn't work. Okay, there.
South Africa saw interest rate decision meets forecasts, 6.75%.
The U.S. dollar is higher ahead of the U.S. September jobs report.
NVIDIA earnings beat lifts stocks.
Russia's central bank reserves dollars climbed from previous 719.8 B to 734.1 B.
U.S. dollar Swiss franc climbs to two-week highs as U.S. dollar firms ahead of delayed NFP.
Italy construction output rebounds, 0.9%. Fartcoin recovery gains traction on steady confidence of Wales.
U.S. non-farm payrolls set to provide key insights on U.S. labor market after record-length shutdown.
NASDAQ 100 analysis today with Trade Compass, Nov 20, 2025.
All right, can you hear me? Yeah, hang on, let me shut a couple of doors. So I just got back to the villa. Hang on. I'll get my glasses going. Cool, and I think I should be able to add my webcam back. I think it's actually turned off. Blue doo doo. All right, so anyways, we got non-farm payrolls, huh? What an interesting Thursday. It's pretty unusual. All right, there we go. Boop. It's kind of a weird angle. All right, anyways, I'll fit this in here. We're getting ready for our Thursday non-farm payrolls. So our I think there's a bit of like an esoteric question of, you know, are these real numbers? Do they matter? Are they good? Do people care? Are they accurate? Are they not accurate? All that kind of stuff. But you know what? Let's just live the dream, huh? Meaning, they'll come out, we'll get them, we'll talk about them. I'm trying to get my screen up. Oh, there, finally. All right, cool. And I need to change one more thing. These are things I can't adjust until I'm actually streaming. Good. 5 by 5. Okay, Grumpy Cat. Cool. So, cool. So as you can see over here, let me move my mouse to that screen. Cool. Positive number? Yep. Negative number? No. So I wonder, again, since you usually need a minimum of a month to get a number that could be heavily revised in the second month because they have more time to gather data, how good can this data possibly be? That's my number one thing. South Africa interest rates, huh? 6.75. I kind of missed the days when it was 10.0, huh? What about you? 10% interest rates, yeah. So not even 7. My glasses. Oh. So anyways, we have 16 minutes or 15 minutes until that news comes out. We could take a look around the world a little bit. It's risk off, but not as risk off. Bitcoin stabilizing around 91. I guess 91. It's been there for a while. S&P kind of hanging in there. Oil. It was 59 or even 58, so 60, 61. Not bad. A little bit of a rebound here, huh? 4,100 on gold. Hey, by the way, just for fun, can you confirm there's even sound? I got this odd feeling like, uh-oh, I'm just talking to talking out loud. I'm pretty sure, but see, now I got to switch to a different screen just to see if there's sound. Ooh, that coffee is hot. Good. Thank you, Grumpy Cat. And I guess it shows like this is the stream right now, huh? Good. Boo, 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 doo, doo. So let's do a deeper dive into the risk. Okay, it's not that it's slow, it's actually thinking. If you look up the top corner, we do relational analysis, not just quantitative. So it takes a little bit of thinking to get these scores. Okay, let's see. So volatility. Wait, now you lost some of the screen? No. Hey, good morning. So, volatility has declined. Nikkei and DAX has risen. Okay, looks like just an overnight positive shift towards some risk on. All right, okay. So volatility dropped very, like a lot in one day. S&P 500 up slightly, 0.38%. Good. NASDAQ up 0.5%. Good. Dow up 0.1%. Good. Gold down. Yields are down. DAX is up. This is just, I'm just looking at the daily column there. Dollar index, stable. Junk bonds, stable. Now I'm just going to eyeball sort of the last week, especially the week I'm traveling. So generally this week, volatility has been way up, which is bad. Market is way down, bad. That kind of stuff. So yesterday, bit of a recovery day. What do you think? Did it have anything to do with NVIDIA? Yeah, okay, that kind of just gives me an eyeball on what's kind of going on. So a recent swing towards risk on after a pretty long string of bad days, huh? Bad days turned into bad weeks. Just kind of looking at this, because with some of the agencies closed and some reporting, some not reporting, is there COT? And then, of course, I'm on the wrong side of the world, or at least a different part of the world. So I'm a little unplugged as well. So I'm like, how about this? I can't wait to get back to the office and analyze all of this properly. But at least I have the data, right? But I need some time to ponder this. And of course, we're missing some of the shortest end of the yield curve as far as COT data, because that's what these green and red bars are showing, COT data, but it's showing you why yields here have fallen and why yields here have risen, and that has to do with flow, capital flow. And now we can actually see the flow and see the yield curve. South Africa SARB interest rate decision meets forecasts, 6.75%. The U.S. dollar is higher ahead of the U.S. September jobs report. NVIDIA earnings beat lifts stocks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wall Street might open significantly higher.
Russia's central bank reserves dollars climbed from previous 719.8B to 734.1B.
U.S. dollar Swiss franc climbs to two-week highs as U.S. dollar firms ahead of delayed NFP.
Italy construction output rebounds, 0.9%. Fartcoin recovery gains traction on steady confidence of Wales.
U.S. non-farm payrolls
set to provide key insights on U.S. labor market after record-length shutdown.
I can't quite see it. Is it 4 minutes? 7 minutes. 7 minutes away. Yeah, kind of looks like a downtrend, don't you think? Ooh, that's hot. So the sun is setting here, and I'm waiting for NFP on a Thursday. Could be a little strange, huh? It's the strangest non-farm payrolls ever. So ultimately, we need to break all this down. None of this is updated yet, so I got to make sure the site updates with the jobs data. It's going to be a lot of work to do back at the office. Although it says last checked November 20th. So that is today. Average earnings 3.7, Jolt 7.2, ADP 54. Of course, that wouldn't be right, and it wouldn't be rising, so I got to fix that. NFP 22. Yeah, not the world's greatest NFP, huh? So anyways, there's the trend. What, the pop-up not working? Should be pop-up. Okay, but look at this. This is for those that have access to the AI part of TRADARS. It's taking lots of data and then analyzing it forward. So that's actually a prediction. Okay, which is interesting, isn't it? So based on the math, not an opinion, but there's a bit of subjectiveness in these projections. But not in a way that it's like me giving you an opinion, you know? But we are using AI for that prediction. It's more than a mean, a slope of mean, a variance of the mean, standard deviation of the mean. All of that is in it. But that's not what draws that line. That's only part of it, of what we're looking at, to get that dotted line. So that's pretty cool. Claims steady but slightly rising. NFP looking like a bad number. I mean, look at this. It's saying a year from now we'll probably have negative NFP. Unemployment rate could be rising, average earnings, jolts. You probably have done all of this, right? So I don't need to do more. I'm sure you'd bring it up on Jobs Day, right?
South Africa SARB interest rate decision meets forecasts, 6.75%. The U.S. dollar is higher ahead of the U.S. September jobs report. Nvidia earnings beat lifts stocks. Wall Street might open significantly higher.
Russia's central bank reserves dollars climbed from previous 719.8B to 734.1B.
U.S. dollar Swiss franc climbs to two-week highs as U.S. dollar firms ahead of delayed NFP.
Italy construction output rebounds 0.9%. Fartcoin recovery gains traction on steady confidence of whales.
U.S. non-farm payrolls set to provide key insights on U.S. labor market after record length shutdown.
Fartcoin, huh? Okay. 2 minutes, y'all. Two minutes too late. Isn't it ironic? Okay, we'll go here. Yeah, that's a pretty good view. How's the trip going? I did a meeting on somebody's private 737 BBJ at the conference table. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're pretty close, right? Cool, 57 seconds. Twenty-five seconds. You think it'll be negative? All right, here we are. 1-0. Oh, it's a big number. What is that? 119? My eyes are blurry today. Can't quite see it. 119, I think. Holy smokes. That's better than before, huh? So what does that mean? The Fed can't cut? You know what they...
United States U6 underemployment rate, 22% September versus 8%. United States unemployment rate registered at 4.4% above expectations, 4.3% in September.
Ah, that's huge, guys. All right, so that's the news to use so far. Unemployment rate climbs to 4.4, and I have a feeling that has to do with the calculating of the Doge layoffs. Because remember, they got laid off, but they got 6 months' pay, so now they're technically laid off. And so that actually might have pushed us up from 4.3 to 4.4. And that's a big deal because that allows the Fed to say they're worried about the unemployment rate.
United States initial jobless claims, 4-week average declined to 224.25K in November 14th from previous 237.5K.
237.
Breaking. U.S. non-farm payrolls rise by 119,000 in September versus 50,000 expected.
Huge number. Be interesting to see how the market does respond, because I can see people taking this as risk on or risk off. It's risk on like the economy is good, but it's risk off in the sense that maybe the Fed doesn't cut in December. So make sure you use the Fed Watch tool later today. And when I get back, I'd like by the time we get to next year, so like January NFP, I'd like to have the Fed Funds futures market integrated into TRADARS, and I think I can get that done by then.
United States continuing jobless claims rose from previous 1.957 mil to 1.974 max in November 7th.
Well said, Wayne. Well said. Hang on, I can't quite read the comment. Where's my... I need my real glasses. Studying 763. Cool, right on. Oh, that is cool, Zach. Right on. Volume tools, skyscraper, or sky killer. I probably could.
Canada Employment Insurance Beneficiaries change. MOM, 1.1% September versus previous 0.1%. U.S. initial jobless claims 220K versus 230K estimate.
119,000 positive. Okay, Solly? Yeah, with the vol. Yeah, look, it has to do with a couple of things. Right? Do I have permission, and is it in the API? Okay, that doesn't work. I was trying to do glasses over glasses. I think that makes me old. So, anyway, look, if it can be done, it'll probably be done. I just can't tell you if it's in the API. How it's formatted in the API. Do I have permission? Do I not have permission? I don't know. Yeah. But I'll try it. Is that fair? Yeah. So I wonder if it'll respond that way after all. So what's more important, the 119 or the 4.4? It really could be the 4.4. Yeah, having this from 4.3 to 4.4 could actually be quite important. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know though, Sky Killer, right? I just don't know. I just don't know, but I don't think, a conspiracy theory would help me trade better. So it's more like it is what it is. How trustworthy is it? I don't know. Does it seem like it's, I don't know, a little bit of grasping at data? Yeah, probably. But it'll work itself out in time. Also, everybody else has the same number, so what's more important is how everybody reacts. So, yeah. Hang on, I need to get another water.
Breaking. U.S. non-farm payrolls rise by 119,000 in September versus 50,000 forecast. Canada October Produce Price Index plus 1.5% versus plus 0.3% expected. Canada Employment Insurance Beneficiaries Change, MOM, 1.1% September versus previous 0.1%.
United States continuing jobless claims rose from previous 1.957 mil to 1.974 mex in November 7th.
United States initial jobless claims, 4-week average declined to 224.25K in November 14th from previous 237.5K.
Breaking. U.S. non-farm payrolls rise by 119,000 in September versus 50,000 expected.
U.S. initial jobless claims 220K versus 230K estimate.
United States U6 underemployment rate 22% September versus 8%.
Yeah, those are all pretty big numbers, huh? All of a sudden I'm getting error messages from YouTube. I don't know how good the Wi-Fi in the villa is. Oh, now my battery's dying. Gee whiz. And my internet's bad. And I don't even, it almost looks frozen to me. We'll see. Yeah, battery's running low. All right. So I think this is going to be my opportunity to say goodbye. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. And I guess I'll see you soon. Happy non-farm payrolls.
U.S. dollar mixed ahead of jobs data. Scotiabank